Starting off, we see a guy named Well helping the villagers to clean the village with his wind magic. After that cleaning, he goes to his castle. There we see his friends and his fiancée. Well goes to take a nap in his room. We see his flashback. When he's in his world, Well was an office worker. After his office work, he comes home and cooks his dinner on his own. Suddenly he dies on the dining table and wakes up in another world. There he meets his father and his brothers. His father introduces Well to his noble relatives. Well struggles to communicate with them because this is all new to him. His second brother comes and takes him away. He tells Well that the wedding is for their first brother. Well enjoys his dinner that night. The next day he eats bread and soup. His dad tells him not to ask for another bowl of soup. He asks his second brother about their wealth. He tells Well that they're a poor noble family. The grand marriage for his first brother is to show their pride. Well finds out that he's the 8th son in their family. Well sees his 6 brothers are leaving their house because of his first brother's marriage. Well get to stay there because he's a 5-year-old boy. After that, Well goes to his father's library and finds a magic crystal. This magic crystal shows how much mana a person has. First, Well didn't believe that, but he tries to find out if he has any magic. The magic crystal shines. A mysterious guy senses the magic presence. After that, Well goes to the forest to collect firewood. The mysterious guy appears there and asks Well about his mana power. He introduces himself as a magician. A wild boar attacks them. The magician helps Well to use his wind magic. After that, the magician shows Well how to use magic by defeating the wild boar. The magician's name is Alfred Rainford. Alfred tells Well that he will make Well his disciple and asks him to not reveal his magic to others. Alfred asks Well to hold his hand to check his mana power. Well realizes that Alfred's hand is cold. Alfred finds out that Well has a huge amount of mana power. On the other hand, Well's dad and his brother makes fun of him and says that, as if he has any magic power. Well learns fire magic in 3 days. Alfred collects vegetables for Well. That night, Well's dad asks him about the mountain vegetables. Because a 5-year-old can't climb the mountain by himself, Well gets shocked. His dad makes that topic a joke. Everyone laughs, but his first brother begins to suspect him. Well attacks a bird with his wind magic and kills the bird. They cook and eat the bird. Well gives Alfred wasabi that he found deep inside the forest. Alfred likes the wasabi and asks Well to not go deep inside the forest because it is the home of many monsters. Well tells Alfred that his first brother is suspecting him. Alfred tells Well to become an adventurer. That way, he can get away from his brother. Well asks his father to make him join the Adventure Academy, but his father tells him that he has no money for that. Alfred gives Well an idea to join the Adventure Academy. He tells him that he will get paid by the guild for hunting the monsters. That way, he can pay for the Adventure Academy. That night, we see Alfred struggling by a curse magic. The next day, Alfred teaches Well his flying magic, and he tells him that they are going to end their training. That night, Well's father talks about a whispering person, the undead. He tells them that they have cold hands. Well realizes that Alfred's hands were cold when he touched him. Well goes inside the forest to search for Alfred and finds him. Alfred asks Well to use his holy magic to give him a peaceful death. Well helps Alfred. Alfred tells Well that his wish is to pass his magic to his disciple. Alfred vanishes. Well joins the Adventure Academy. Well struggles to make friends there. Everyone knows about Well's magic. His class teacher tells everyone to form a group. Well stands alone. Everyone in his class wants to join Well's party, but they think that he didn't recognize anyone. But Well thinks that everyone is avoiding him. Well brings a bunch of monsters from the forest to the guild. Everyone leaves the place because they think that he won't join their party. The next day, 3 people go inside the forest to attack big monsters to make Well to recognize them, but a bunch of wolves attack them. Well senses the wolves and goes to the place. The 3 people struggle to fight the wolves. Well helps them. The 3 tells Well that they are giving up on their dream about forming a party with Well. After that, they all get invited to a party by a Duke Prince. The prince's name is Freytag. He asks Well to come with him. Well invites the 3 of his classmates with him. Well meets Alfred's master. Alfred's master gives Well Alfred's estate. The next day, Alfred's master and his party goes to his second brother's marriage, but a huge undead dragon shows up there. Alfred's master asks to fight the dragon. He fights the dragon and kills it with his holy magic. The master tells him to collect all the dragon bones. Collects it all with his magic bag. Meets a guy named Eriterio. He's one of Alfred's master's adventurer team member once. They reach the kingdom. The guards take to the king of their kingdom. The king gives him a title called Dragon Slayer. After that, goes to his brother's wedding and gives gifts in the name of his family. One of the king's leaders invites to his home. He introduces his granddaughter to Her name is Elise. She can use healing magic. The king's leader engages Elise to makes Erwin his party member as his retainer. After that he goes to see Elise. He asks her about how she felt about the engagement. She tells him that she's happy to be his wife. Takes her out and buys her a magic ring for their engagement. The ring contains magic stone. Checks the magic stone. While riding their way back home, Alfred's master and a magician travel to a place to defeat a dragon. Meanwhile, his party members in the kingdom go to fight the monsters. And the magician defeats the dragon and collects the dragon's skin and bone. Elise helps the injured warriors in the war. After that, they win the war and gets home. Well's brothers tell him that the kingdom is going to host a sword tournament without magic. His party members train hard for the tournament. The tournament begins. Loses the first match, but his party members goes to semi-finals. Erwin, his party member, goes to finals and loses. And his party members go deep inside the dungeon. There they fight mysterious monsters. Rumor starts spreading that is dead. Meanwhile, and his party members fights the dragon of the dungeon. Elise helps to defeat the dragon. They find a way out after that fight. A girl spies on and his party members eating. After that goes to a place and summons tuna fish. He gives tuna to everyone. The girl breaks the door and beats Erwin and eats the tuna fish. And his party members go to his first brother's place. And his party members help the villagers by clearing the undead people and monsters. Well's brother turns into a monster to kill him. But and Elise defeat his brother and kill him. Subscribe.